Welcome to Undisputed.
Welcome
no
back.
chair, not attacking any chairs.
No, we're good.
You saw Matt look, Matt like,
He
this
was looking side-eye.
is he ill?
I mean, I love. He's like a little brother to me now. You know, he's someone I talked to the day before he signed with Golden State, and you know, he's someone that just is so passionate about stuff that sometimes you get the best of him.
Okay. Well,
Did you talk to him about that?
Yeah,
often?
I mean, we talk on and off, a lot. You know what I mean? And like I said, for him just to harness his energy, he has to realize now that he's going into, the later stages of his career, and everything he does is obviously scrutinized. But you never want to be in a situation where your actions are harming your team.
how surprised were you, Matt, though, about his one-year deal for $5 million with the
I couldn't
Warriors?
believe it. I talked to him the day before, and he was. We were talking about the Lakers. I thought he was going to go to the Lakers, and that's what he was, kind of talking about. And for Golden State to snatch him up that next day is incredible. The rest of the NBA made a huge mistake by not taking a chance on, somebody that is a 26-13 guy. Did
particularly Magic Johnson make a mistake?
If it was in Magic's hands to actually sign him, yes. I really feel, I think Steven Jackson made a great point the other day that Chandler Parsons got $100 million off 2 microfracture surgeries. And Achilles are a bad injury, but it's more of the norm now. It's happening more often, and players are coming back from it. So to not take a chance on a guy that is, to me, still healthy, I think he's still better than Joel Embiid. To be the best center in the game, to not take a chance on him is crazy.
So how do you rationalize what the Lakers did not do? What do you think they were thinking? Just even if you're guessing, do you think they're thinking injury and baggage, or
maybe the misconception of his attitude?
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of teams were looking at. From the outside in, it's easy to do that, but playing with him and getting to know him and understanding him is a different story. I think for him to go to Golden State is going to be the best move of his career, because this will be the first time he's finally in an organization that, one, and this is no disrespect to him, they don't need him to win a championship. So he can take his time and get healthy. Two, he's going to be around a bunch of great veteran leaders in Draymond and KD, Steph, Sean Livingston, Iguodala, Steve Kerr, and just the organization as a whole. He went to Sacramento as a 19-year-old with no guidance, no one above that can, guide him or anyone he respected or listened to. So I think this is a different situation. I'm really happy for him.
Well, maybe that had a lot more to do with it, because who, with the exception of LeBron, who are the veteran guys that's going to be in that Lakers locker room that would be able to talk to him and maybe control Boogie?
I just think it's a different situation. Talking to guys when he plays on the Olympic team, he's a different guy. You know what I mean? So I think when he has stars around him that are going to hold him accountable and just give him that look, which LeBron probably would have done, I think you would see a different Boogie. Boogie's always been on bad teams. Not to knock on New Orleans was great last year. Overachieved and played well. I love Alvin Gentry and what they got going on over there. But like I said, in Sacramento, he played every season just for the season. He knew they weren't going to the playoffs now. So, it's a different goal, different timeline, and I couldn't be happier for him.
Go ahead, Skip.
I've always been a big fan, even before he was drafted, but try to put DeMarcus's talent in big picture perspective. How gifted is he? What did you see from him?
One of the most gifted players I've ever seen in my entire life, from all aspects of the court, from, shooting 30-foot three-pointers to being able to post up anybody, to be able to take anybody off the dribble. I've never seen a player with his size and strength to add that kind of skill to it.
And feel for the game. He averaged 5 assists last year.
I mean, if he can average damn near a triple-double if he wanted to. That's what kind of player he is. So that's what I used to tell him in Sacramento all the time. Get everyone else going so you don't have a man and a half, 2 men on you, and then it's barbecue chicken, like Shaq would say.
I'm surprised. And then it was reported that he turned down 2 years, $40 million from the New Orleans Pelicans. What's surprising?
And that was after his injury.
That was after his injury. So he takes 5.3. Now, in order for him to recoup that, now, he blew this in Sacramento because he was in line for a Supermax, over $200 million. He goes to New Orleans. He's in line for 178 if he doesn't get hurt. Now, that price is coming down, Matt. He's going to have to start looking at, hold on, wait a minute. My injury had a large role with this. Okay, granted, I'm injured. It hurt my Achilles. But people are looking at me, man. They think I'm a cancer. They think I'm a bad locker room guy, even though I'm giving you 26 and 13 a night. And this is what some guys don't understand. It's like an employee. Some people think being a good employee is just working hard. Nah, you got to get along with people.
Well, like I said earlier, I think this is going to be the best situation for him, because this is going to be the first real family environment he's been into. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know Draymond's going to stay on him. I'm going to stay on him. I live up there still, back and forth. So, like I said, I've kind of taken on a big brother role to him. And just have him understand what's going on. I think he's definitely going to show his worth. They said there's no rush for him to get back now. everybody knows what he's capable of, and he'll start showing his worth to the end of the season. It's just basically a one-year audition with the greatest team ever, arguably one of the greatest teams ever assembled, and he's going to show his worth. Now, whether he reads up there or gets a big deal somewhere else, I have no doubt that if he is able to get over this injury, which I think he will, he'll get his money.
So how do you envision Golden State fitting DeMarcus into their rotation?
I mean, I think it'll be seamless. Like I said, going into that situation, it was a situation where you got excited to practice. It was just such a cool, the energy was amazing. Coach Kerr was amazing. So I just think he'll be excited to finally play on a team where he knows that he's going to be playing in June. And for him to be able to be at the center and space the floor on that team, they've never had a space the floor five. I mean, David West is a mid-range guy that can space a little bit, but you have to guard DeMarcus at 30 feet. So that's going to open up the court for the rest of the guys, and it's going to be ugly, to be honest with you.
Is it possible that their death lineup, as in smaller lineup, will become their second-best lineup?
I think so, possibly, because like I said, I mean, Iggy is great and he's proven himself, but to me, if DeMarcus is healthy, it's hard to take him off the court at the end of the game because he can do a lot of different things, and they're gonna motivate him to play more defense, like I was trying to do in Sacramento.
So, we've talked a lot about these Achilles injuries. It's simply the worst basketball injury you can suffer, and it's sort of about 50-50 whether you ever come back, certainly full speed. What's your gut on him, knowing his makeup, how hard he'll work to come back? How good do you feel about him coming back full force?
I feel great from the standpoint of, everyone has been talking down on him, what he is and what he isn't, and what he can and what he can't do. And I like I said, I've been checking on him all summer. I know he's working hard. I know he's eating right. And like I said, he's motivated. He knows he missed out because of an unfortunate injury, missed out on a lot of money. But to me, if you're not going to get a bag, going to Golden State is just like getting a bag because it's, like I said, there's nothing like it. Maybe outside of being a Laker was amazing, but going to Golden State in this era, there's nothing like it. And like I said, he's going to prove his worth, and he'll end up getting his money somehow, somewhere.
Well, a year from now, if he proves the worth that you think he can prove, I think he'll be a hot commodity.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question. Like I said, I think going to Golden State is going to change his mentality and mature him and let him know how, like, okay, this is how you act day to day as a professional in an organization. Like I said, I think the whole family aspect of what Golden State is going to bring to him is going to be huge dividends.
Golden State might be looking at this long term, Skip.
I agree.
Because if you think about it, Klay Thompson's like, okay, let's just say for the sake of it, I got 4 rings.
You're right.
Do I stay here, or do I go get this, secure this bag over somewhere else? Draymond's like, hold on, I get it. Because at some point in time, Klay Thompson has said, you know what? I love it. I'm playing with Steph. I'm playing with KD. But that guy making $42 million, I'm making 15.
Yeah.
I need to get 30. I need to get 35. Draymond's like, look, I'm Defensive Player of the Year. I do it all. I'm the utility guy. I'm the guts. I'm the glue of this thing. I need more than 15 million.
I agree.
That's the biggest what ifs with this team. I mean, I think everyone is outside of Steph and KD, which KD continues to structure his contract to help the team. But these other guys, like you guys, Klay and Draymond, are definitely underpaid. Iguodala's underpaid. You know what I mean? So for these guys to understand what they have, and do they want to go down as one of these teams that could possibly win 8 rings, or do they want to separate and kind of get on their own path and make more money? So, like I said, that dynamic and that chemistry is second to none. Being in that locker room, playing with those guys. So, like I said, I just hope from the outside. I'm always talking to Draymond, like, you guys got to keep, no matter what, you guys got to keep this.
You can't eat the rings, Matt.
Yeah, huh?
You can't eat the rings.
But I get it. But like I said, when you win, I mean, these guys are all making so much money off the court now because you're winning as a team, and you're like I said, you're one of these best teams ever. So you're not going to get as much, but you're gonna make more money than you can spend anyway. Yes, you can. These new contracts, I'm trying to tell you.
Man, you see Jeff Bezos, $141 billion.
That's ugly.
And he buying pill pack. He bought Whole Foods. He buying delivery trucks. So he's like, I got more money right now than I can ever spend, but he want more.
By the way, you left out the biggest X factor in Golden State, named Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah.
Make a case he's the best player in basketball right now, but I won't do that.
No.
Because I will tell you that I know for a fact that
argument.
LeBron did check in with him just to see, would you be interested in coming to L.A. with me?
Yeah, we could kick
and
the
I
tires.
believe that Kevin Durant considered it for a minute, and he said, I'm going to try to win one more ring and maybe one more Finals MVP, and maybe a year from now I will rethink this and I will monitor how you guys are doing in L.A. and see how it fits.
I don't think he considered it at all. Like knowing KD, I know his heart's in Golden State. I don't know for how long, like I said, but I know his definite focus. I was just with him yesterday. His definite focus is Golden State, and that's where it's been. So I don't really see KD leaving there.
Not after a year, because he could do it again next year.
Adam Silver.
He keeps structuring his contracts to have a way out. But like I said, I think it's more for the flexibility of the team.
How many business interests does he have now?
He's a monster. He's a monster. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of the guys that are really taking care, in that tech space. I'm in that tech space out there and meeting a lot of people and talking, and he's taking it. Like I said, these are the kind of guys that are taking advantage of this off-the-court stuff by coming to Golden State, the Silicon Valley atmosphere, and then you're winning championships every year. It's hard to beat.
Well, it could be that DeMarcus Cousins becomes a centerpiece in Golden State over the next 5 years.
Right? You definitely have to consider that. Like I said, I think, if you take his attitude away and get him healthy, there's not a better person in
Adam
basketball.
Silver will veto any trade that puts LeBron James and Kevin Durant together.
It was crazy, because I was actually on the Lakers when they vetoed the Chris Paul trade. You know what I mean? And then we ended up going to the Clippers the following. So it's just like, to see it, is it good for basketball? That's a whole nother debate. But like I said, you can't get mad at him when no one else wanted to take a chance.
Right.
So
yeah, you can't be. Fans upset. Adam Silver, you need to do something. No, you need to tell them 29 other teams to do something.
Man. Like I said, Chandler Parsons got $100 million coming off 2 microfracture surgeries. And still hasn't really been healthy. You know what I mean? And Chandler's my guy. It's no knock on him. People took a chance on him because of his talent. Right. No one wanted to take a chance on DeMarcus, and everyone wants to be mad that, man, I'm gonna take 5. There's 90% of the league making more, 80% of the league making more money than him.
Yep.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys making 18. I ain't gonna call the name, but hey.
Matt, you got a minute?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Matt stays put.
Yeah.
We're back in just a little bit. Will LeBron and Luke Walton have issues in L.A.? We discuss.
Brian don't have issues with nobody.
I don't think so.